Okay, so let's say
Yeah.
you meet a girl, and then every girl and every guy comes with a baggage, right?
Yeah.
From their past relationship. So whatever the case may be, like okay, let's say you're attracted to her with everything that she does except for one thing. How do you compromise with that?
Come again? Macam mana? Jap
Like
lah.
macam let's say kau suka semua benda karakteristik dia,
Okay.
except for one thing. Macam
Alright.
mencucuk gila. That thing is actually macam the deal breaker lah. For
Yeah.
example, let's say someone who really loves you and then you love her back, but then you just really cannot accept that.
The one thing from her.
That where one thing, yeah. How, to what extent should you accept her for who she is, or do you have to like give and take? Macam, how do you go about that? How would Muaz go about that? You know.
No, for me, yeah, give me a second. For me personally, I macam jenis yang tak kisah pun. The minute when I say that I like you, basically I really like you. I tak kisah anything sort of course, personality wise, I have to get to know this person first before I say that I like you and even be in that relationship. Because one thing that I've learned that men can also put options when it comes to girls. If girls can put options on men, why not men put up on girls, right?
Yeah.
And because my friend told me this one story, like, Muaz, if you go on to one girl, if you like this girl, what would you do? And then he was like, I was like, of course I will. Okay, let's just say Milo, girls' generation, right? So there's 9 girls at a time. There's 9 girls of girls' generation, and then if I pointed you to one of the girls, what would you? Who would you pick? Of course, you will pick one of the girls, right? Because she's pretty. She's like the queen and everything.
Okay.
She's really pretty, right? All these girls, and he was like, and I was like, maybe I would tell you this. Why would you just try one girl when you can just try all 9 girls? Just go out with them. Just you're single and you're mingling, getting to know all these girls. If that one girl you just focus on will reject you, well, you'll be crushed. Am I right?
Yeah.
But if like that, you will crush for sure, because you already put your heart and soul into trying to make her like you. But then by the end of the day, she's not liking you. She just wanted to be your friend. But then if you try 9 girls at the same time, as a friend, but then just trying to get to know them, you might be surprised that you might end up with somebody else. Yeah, that's how I see things now. So I did. I clubbed with I clubbed with a couple of girls, and all these girls are amazing. And if I don't think that if nak berjumpa lagi, but then if tak berjumpa lagi, we just still keep contact, maybe through social media and such. And if I really like this girl and she likes me back, hit it off, try it out, and see.
You're like the brother that I wish I had, man. I wish I had all these advice like early on, man.
Betul though, because I've been through, I've been through so much when it comes to girls. And first off, I don't want any complication before we even in a relationship. That's for sure. Who wouldn't want to be like before? I mean, consider as a baggage, right? If that person bawa baggage masuk, tak apa lagi, tapi dah ada masalah dengan ex-boyfriend. To some people, akan bergaduh dengan ex-boyfriend tu. But then to me, you gotta deal with your shit. Settle it out. Have a bit of a closure.
You do.
Then if you still wanted to be with me, let me know. Because I've been through a scandal back when I was in college as well. And this girl was practically with the boyfriend at the time. And she told me that she likes me. And I'm like, damn, I really like this girl. And she, but then she cannot choose. She said that she loved me. She said that she loved the boyfriend as well. She wanted to have both. And I was like, you cannot have both. But every day you gotta choose one. Because you've been telling me that your boyfriend is abusive, and I don't do that. Come to me. I don't do all this. But then her life, her friends, semua kawan-kawan belah boyfriend dia. So she's really scared in living that life.
Yeah.
And God bless her, she's engaged this year with my friend, and I cannot name. She engaged with my friend, and I'm so happy for her. You have no idea. Yeah.
Wow, damn. So like, to conclude that, man, what would you say to people, to the bros out there who are actually going through some shit, trying to figure out whether or not to go for that girl or not go for that girl?
Rejection is normal, guys. If a girl rejected you, you don't need to be like a little bitch and just cry it off. If she rejected you, say thank you and just leave. If you still wanted to be friends with her. Because I get to know this girl, because one day I was so lonely. There's one fine day, okay, a couple of days before Valentine's Day. I can't remember which year, but I think it was a couple of years ago. And I got to know this girl on Instagram. And I slide into her DM. I really wanted to get to know her. And I was like, you know what? Would you like to go out on a Valentine's date with me with no string attached? We're not going to make out or whatever. We're basically, I just wanted to get to know you. And if you don't want to get to know me afterwards, then it's fine. It's a blind date. And we sat down, we had fun. And after that, we haven't contacted.
Yes.
But then we did contact afterwards. And I don't know what, well, she's with somebody else right now. But, you know, from time to time, she always texts me asking how I am. And yeah, I haven't seen her for a while though.
Damn.
But whatever it is, to all the guys out there, and even for you,
Me.
if you want to get to know someone, just be honest with that person. Don't ever have you know, sort of any agenda, you know, and just put all cards on the table. Tell that person what you want. If you want to be in a relationship, tell them that. If you want to get married with her, tell her that as well. But of course, plan it out with her. You gotta work as a teamwork, and by the end of the day, you know, you just wanted to spend the rest of your life with this person. So
Yeah, but I guess if you have the perspective of just being with them, like a relationship, it doesn't really affect much. But imagine those people who actually got engaged,
yeah,
and then things doesn't work out.
Oh,
Sure,
man.
that must be a lot more painful than.
I do have a friend who
Yeah.
who got engaged, and he cuts off that engagement.
Because you talk so much about marriage, you talk so much about the future being together and stuff, and then it just doesn't work out. It must
Yeah.
be a lot.
I do have friends in a relationship for 8 years, and then they broke up. The minute when the guy proposed, get down on his knee to propose to this girl, she said no because she wasn't ready.
Shit.
Yeah, it's really hard, you know, to get to know all this, and then I'm kind of like scared. I can only honestly say that maybe social media really plays a big part when it comes to people being all paranoid when it comes to relationship, because sometimes they see all these guys doing this, this guy doing that. Don't ever trust men because of this. But then all they got to do is just to accept these two, because not all people are shit.
Yeah.
You know, so if the man cheats, maybe that's because of him. You know, if you know, but that doesn't mean a guy that looks like a bad boy, that to people when they look at the guy, damn, this guy mesti player. We never know. All he wants is a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
never know.
and then
Never judge a book by its cover.
yeah, that true. And then you know, looking at people yang macam muka nerdy ke apa kan, but rich as fuck, you know. You never know. He might just want to just get being a playboy ke apa. Kita tak tahu. Orang-orang muka baik ni kita tak tahu. Orang-orang kadang-kadang lebih baik kita tengok orang yang muka lagi bad boy ni kan. Sebab kita tahu he's being real with me. You know, at least aku tahu apa yang aku nak masuk dalam relationship dengan orang yang muka baik tapi belakang lain cerita dia. You know, we've seen this a lot of times, and I've heard a lot of stories when it comes to my friends who've been ranting about me when it comes to this guy. So aku pun dah macam I take it as an experience for my side, and aku dapat kenal sikit lagi lah dengan when it comes to women, why they being that way. It's not because you look at a girl, right, Milo, and then they're macam like and you're like, oh, damn man, that girl's being bitch, you know. What's up perangai macam ni kan? I don't blame that person, you know. I usually blame family, friends, but the most important thing of all, this last one is the first very guy who broke her fucking heart for her to be that way.
Yeah, man.
I've seen this a lot of times, and you know, to all guys out there, just don't lie to a girl. Be honest. Like I said, put everything on the table so that she knows what she's in it.
She's getting into it.
What she's getting into.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, it's her options whether she wanted to be in that situation or not. But don't ever lie, because you're just gonna break her heart, and she's just gonna be a different person, and she's gonna be way better than you think when you know you guys were maybe together. Yeah.
What's your deepest fear, bro?
My deepest fear,
Yeah.
man, I don't know, kiamat.
Yeah.
Boleh tahu agak lah.
Nothing else scares you.
Oh man, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like ni. But my normal fear, the darkest fear is lipas lah maybe. Tak tipu. You can ask my friends. They're inside my room right now, and if I see and lipas walking past by or I just fly. Oh my god, I cannot, man. I'll be leaving that place. So serious.
Okay.
I lipat this one time dekat restaurant ya. Tengah lipat je ada lipas jalan kat kaki aku. Aku dah say bye bye, balik dulu. Tak boleh. Lipas. Okay. Maybe you might think that I'm pussy or you know like kau dah besar pun kau takut dengan lipas kan. But you can give me, so to speak, anything like snakes ke or maybe a spider or whatever. But then lipas, nah man. Even frogs, I can deal with frogs or cicak.
Okay.
Not lipas man. I'm done with lipas. Give me 1 billion to put in a tank with the lipas, so I say nah man. I can't.
Okay, bro. Like, okay, do you have any advice, right?
Yeah.
For two different scenarios, both is regarding depression and anxiety. With the person, with the people, the group of people who already have everything that they want.
Yeah.
They already have the career that they want, the car they want, the girls that they want,
Yeah.
and then they deal with depression and anxiety. And then with someone who doesn't have anything yet, who's like struggling, and then they feel overwhelmed by the effort needed to put in to be able to be successful.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, the advice is regarding anxiety and depression. What do you have, man, for them?
All right. For this one, I just want to talk a bit about my experience. I do have a bit of a depression from time to time. Nowadays, I do have a bit of it, but then I know how to deal with it because all you got to do is just hang out with your friends, especially to all of these people. Yeah, you got all this amazing stuff. You got all the newest iPhones. You got the biggest car. You got the most expensive cars. And then by the end of the day, people say that, I mean, you're telling everybody that I don't feel good. I feel bad. I feel sad. Why am I feeling this way? And you just, if you think that you don't do enough for yourself, then you probably need to think about it and do more in the future. If do whatever the things that makes you happy. You got all the money in the world, then find the right one actually. Because because I have a friend of mine. He's rich. I swear to God, he got 2 bungalows and then at the resort. I swear to God, he's rich. But then one of these days, I came back home. I was in front of my gate and he was doing a drive-by. I was like, Muaz, I said, kau buat apa ni? Tak lah, aku pusing-pusing je, tak tahu nak buat apa. He's rich as fuck. You have no idea when he said that to me, I'm like, kau kaya pun kau macam pusing-pusing kita kau. It's like you don't know what to do right now. Like, dude, if I got the money, I swear to God, I know what to do because we've been there. There's to us, there's a lot of things that we want to get. We want to get cars. We want to travel. Swear to God, I don't even want cars. I just want to travel and just travel. And there's a lot of things that I can do. But then he was like, just pusing naik kereta. It's like, don't you have a better things to do?
Yeah, do it.
So, but then you're rich as hell. So when it comes to this the depression stuff, there's a lot of people out there yang kaya tapi depressed. I guess you just need to find your inner peace. Like you got to hang with the right people. Hang out with the right people that always gives you all the positivity instead of all the negativity. So, how I deal with my depression, I hang out with my friends, because I felt like it's still normal, that's why I act. That's why my friends semua cakap, kau ni lepak dengan kita ni asal kau macam bodoh-bodoh sikit, like acting all dumb and stuff. But then I'm like, I can be myself, hanging out with you guys. If I hang out with a business-minded people, I would probably talk about business. If I hang out with a very creative guy, only talks about the movies, let's talk about movies. I can adapt. That's the best thing about me, because if you're freaking 18 years old and if I think that you can be a good friend, I'll hang out and I'll drop down to your level so that we can have a normal conversation and it's not just abang dengan adik. But then if I feel protective of that person, of course I treat it like a brother. But I still, no doubt, even look podol ke apa, I look up to them, but they also look up to me as their big brother. So any bad decisions will sometimes go through me, and anything that I think that is a bad decision, I will ask them as well, and I'll take it no matter what. Yeah. And lagi satu, there's another one, right? Those young had to struggle hard to be successful, but then they have a depression, is it?
They are like dealing with overwhelmed sensation of anxiety with whatever they need to achieve, like so much work to put in. And,
basically, like my friends juga lah.
I mean, everyone goes through this.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't talk about it. So for fellow listeners who might have the hint of this going through in their veins or soul, you know, we actually have a word or two for them.
Don't get too overwhelmed with everything because you're trying to strive. You gotta have a goal. Like you need to know what. Like of course, like some people they just do what they do because YOLO. Benda tu kat situ orang just buat kerja macam tu je. And then suddenly you just hit it off and then you just don't know what to do. But then you need to have a goal. You need to have a future mindset. Like I gotta have a reach and I gotta reach it. But then of course I can do whatever the things that I want. But at the end of the day, before aku tua, I have to reach this certain goal. And like I said, man, when it comes to depression, you got to talk about it. Some certain people sometimes break up, sometimes money, everything. When it comes to all of this, sometimes you even go to social media, you're like hari tu pun you bangun macam stress, tapi you tengok social media and then it makes you more stressed because people are like traveling or people are like showing all the good stuff about their life. It makes you feel bad, right? And it's really sad though. That's why I don't go to social media, not so much. Twitter, yes, because Twitter, I love going to Twitter nowadays because I love bashing.
It's like a journal sort of.
Yeah. If people say something and I think it's dumb, I would just say, but of course, no hard feelings. For me, it's just Twitter. It's just Twitter. But Instagram, if you've been following me, I haven't been updating my Instagram for quite some time because it's a place where I just felt like if I don't live up to that aspect, because mostly I need to jaga hati orang when it comes to all this. So the pictures, gotta look good, gotta the videos, you gotta keluarkan. But then at one point, nobody asked me like, how am I? Instead of people asking me how am I, they'll be like, oh, mana video baru. I'm not a satellite. Even there's no satellite on my head asking like new shows coming in. But of course, even my friends, Lukman Pedolski semua, diorang dah tak diterima benda ni because it's too tiring to get all this. Too pressured. They're pressured. I'm pressured. So at one point we're just like, we just like taking our time when it comes to doing videos and all.
Yeah, man, and then also interest changes from time to time. Let's say you like making videos, and then in 2 years' time, you wouldn't, not exactly that you still feel like making videos, and it's up to you, it's your life.
Betul.
But then it's already expected for you to do that.
I said the same thing for my Soundspace event, because every time, this is before I called up Lukman Pedolski, aka Roti, that's his rap name, to come up on stage. But then I told everybody, hey, you guys, you just need to chill when it comes to the video stuff, because people, they're evolving to maybe to a better place. They wanted to venture into something else. You can't expect us to be stagnant all the time. Nak duduk kat situ lama-lama doing the same stuff sampai bila. So that's why I jumped into TV hosting. That's why I jumped into MCing, as a career. But people like Lukman Pedolski, they wanted to, in the creative sense, they wanted to do something else, So he came up with a couple of songs, and at first I'm like, yeah, man, this is whack, man. But then I was like, some of these songs, like, damn, this is actually really good though. So it gets getting better. Yeah. So can't wait for his next singles though. So yeah, I really, really can't wait as a friend. Yeah.
Okay. What one trait you wish you had as a person, man?
One trait?
Yeah, one character trait that you wish you had as a person and you would like to work on and try to improve on that.
I want to improve on myself, that one trait, which is me not being lazy, me being procrastinate, if I could, because aku ni jenis yang my creativity comes when it comes, sometimes, and I gotta say that all my life, I think that I live a lot, like when it comes to games, right? Your luck macam level 99, your luck is very high. I can say that my luck is very high. If you listen to my stories from day one, when I went to Lagu Tiga Kupang, all that leads to KLTV, Hit TV, and EGG Network, and now as a MC, it's like after aku habis kerja je, aku tengah fikir aku tengah lost ya, aku dapat job from the next one. So for that all those years, I could say that I am like really lucky, but then all this luck, I didn't waste it. I learned from it, kena belajar lah, because every experience, because I don't have nobody's out there is teaching me. Mas, you gotta when you do this, you gotta, be in front of camera, you gotta act like this. Tak ada siapa ajar aku. I literally just look at my favorite MCs or favorite, TV hosts. And I gotta say that, like Conan O'Brien, man, shout out to Conan O'Brien. He's a really amazing guy. And if I could have a show, I would want to have something similar like his, cause it's really interesting. Yeah, and it's very barai though. Show dia, yeah, barai gila though.
If you could turn back time, right, bro?
Yeah.
What would you do things differently? Even though most of the people you say have no regrets, right? But if there would be one thing that you could tweak about the past, what would that be?
Just if I could turn back time, I will go back to. I will go back to myself when I was still in high school. Just sit down with him, just tell him two things. Don't be lazy. You gotta work hard. You gotta study. You gotta make your family proud, and you gotta make yourself proud. And two, I will tell him all the name of the girls that we're gonna broke his heart. So you just get ready. Betul though. I mean, if I could just warn myself in the future, like, hey, don't get in this relationship. It'll just ruin you. But then, like what you said just now, no regret, because all this relationship,
made you who you are today.
Made me who I am today.
Yeah,
it's all thanks to all this access of mine.
But then again, when you are going through it, I'm sure it's a lot of pain, right? Even though with all the wisdom that you have now.
Yeah, I gotta go through a lot, but like I said, I've been lucky, and that's why I need to try to find something else to sustain this, because I know that one day it might not happen, or it might be, but my luck's probably gonna run out pretty much soon, But that's why I was thinking kadang-kadang kita kena buat production. We gotta start doing something. I want to learn how to do editing, but then my PC pun have a bit of a problem. If I knew, I could have, because I wanted to do like a vlog, because I do love travel, right? So I did my first vlog. I haven't edited yet when I was in Japan. And it's still inside the camera, but yeah, one day bila dah ready, aku akan buka balik maybe that video, and I hope that I can learn on how to edit, or maybe my friend can help me out a bit and whatnot. Maybe you can help me.
Yeah, man. What sort of like?
Yeah, we do something.
Yeah.
At least we put the content out, and you gotta start somewhere, because every single time when I meet people in the industry, they will always say you gotta put something out, Mars. At least something, a video on YouTube. At least you gotta. So I was like, I love to watch reaction videos. I would love to do something like that. I know it's easy. All you do is just react, right? But I really enjoy watching people watching trailers. It's really interesting, But then if you're happy watching the trailers, he's happy watching trailer. If you're sad, it's like ada member untuk hype. Daripada kosong kau duduk kat rumah tak ada orang, like macam man, tak ada orang tu nak hype kan. It's a new trailer, man. Yeah, so I'm like that. I like to watch new trailers. I'm a huge fan of movies and games. Yeah. So
okay, with where you are right now, what advice do you have for people who just about to get started to like venture into whatever they want to get into, be it entertainment industry, be it something that their passion, what would be your advice, man? Like
my advice,
or maybe specifically, that, and also specifically someone who wants to be like you, someone who wants to be successful as a content creator / some people call it influencer.
Yeah.
They not necessarily want to be an influencer, but they just want to be out there. What
first,
should they do?
First off, if you guys want to be an influencer, if you guys think that being an influencer is a job, no. Don't ever think that way. Just take it as a side job. Don't ever strive it away from your life, your education. Even though you love doing what you do, just you guys can actually do it at the same time. You can study and do that at the same time, but always focus on your education. But if you guys wanted to be me, no, just be yourself. That's for sure. You don't want to be me. Just be yourself. Just act normally in front of the camera. Try to be nice. Try to always be nice when it comes to meeting new people, because that's the only way. That's how I live my life. You gotta be nice to people. It doesn't. Sometimes people will hate you because for no particular reason, but then just tell them, got no beef. I got no beef with you. Let's not fight. Don't ever be nice to people. Just generally be nice to people and try to make connections. All right. It's so hard. You have no idea how many. I'm pretty sure up till today, everybody knows that working. Or sorry, getting that certificate doesn't mean nothing if you don't have connections. That's for sure. That's my line of work. You need to work hard to maintain that connection. You need to say hi from time to time. Just be nice to them when you do your work with them, so that they wanted to work with you again and again and again. And I studied, man, like a diploma, degree halfway, right? But then I did study. It's sad to see that my certificate is not.
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist,
But you tried, bro.
But I tried, yeah. But of course, if I wanted to study somewhere, if I want to work somewhere, they might need to see my, certificate and all. But by the end of the day, as I go through everything through life, I just, it's not that I just realized, but then one day it just kind of like just felt like that you need to, get to know all these people. You need to create your own connections, getting to know all these people, and inshallah one day you might be working with them, because the industry is very small.
Do you think like university and college plays an important role? Should someone go to college to be successful?
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't go to college, but then I did go to college too. That does not mean that you do not need to go to college. You still need to learn something. If I wasn't in college, I wouldn't even want to be on stage, or being at the center of spotlight when I'm talking in front of everyone, being as an MC and everything. Because when I was in college, they really teach me, even the people that I hang out with, they really teach me when it comes to self-motivation and being on stage. Up till today, I still do have stage fright, but then I'm like, screw it, I've done this so many times, back in college, after college, and you just have to learn from it, getting to know all this experience. Just take it. And please, if you guys got a bit of money, go and travel the world. Getting to know new things, getting to know new people will just put in more knowledge inside your brain, and that's for sure. It's not, when I say travel, don't just travel, take pictures and then just leave. Go to that place, learn about their cultures, learn about the every single history that you can when it comes to that certain areas. And just bring it back home, and it's something that you can talk about over and over again, and it's a good experience to everybody.
Cool. To conclude, college is not necessarily important, but go if you feel like it's right for you. And with people who wants to make it in the sort of entertainment industry, put out content, more stuff, put it out there.
Well, it depends on the kind of direction that you want to go. If you feel like, if you feel like college doesn't do you justice, this is not what you think you should be doing, then go ahead and do what you feel like doing. But then if for me personally, I think that everybody should at least have a bit of a degree, at least have a certificate, a diploma or maybe a degree before, because you can still do all that when it comes to your passion, but also at the same time you can learn. If James Franco can work as an actor, an A-class actor, and he can still do his PhD, 2 PhDs, and maybe master. God knows, I don't know. Why can't us, right?
Yeah.
Just do your own thing, but also at the same time, just keep on striving for your passion, and hopefully, things will get better in the future for you guys.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Do you think what do you think would happen in Malaysia, man, if marijuana was legalized?
Marijuana will legalize
in Malaysia, yeah.
But it's a good business for everybody. That's for sure. It's a really good business for everybody. That's for sure.
Do you think like how do Malays perceive it, like the rural areas? Or
some people
would it do more good than harm, or
if it's being contained and people will follow the rules, I'm pretty sure everything is gonna be just fine. Because I've been to Amsterdam, everybody was fine. No one's doing anything bad. There's a bunch of group of people chilling on the side of the beach, rolling up, smoking up. The cops just passing through. Nothing happened. But of course, if we wanted to put it right here, it's gonna be like a culture shock, not just for most of the, but for everybody, right? Because this is new. But back then, before they put up the law, people is smoking up like there's no tomorrow. Like before the law comes up, with all the drugs and stuff. And nowadays I feel like they need to see it through when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because some certain countries, they already legalize it. Because for me, some certain people, they need to have a bit of a break. It's a very stressful, day, maybe. Just chill out, relax. It's...
That's what marijuana does.
That's why marijuana, does help you. When I went to Amsterdam, have you been to Amsterdam?
Yeah,
No.
No.
Okay, so if you went to Amsterdam, you can only smoke in coffee shops. It's not the coffee space shop. It connected together like coffee shop.
Okay.
So you can just go there. You can buy your marijuana, and it depends on the store. Some certain store 1 gram for €10, and the one that I went to, I keep jumping to get the best price. And I get a 1 gram for €6. And I was like, yo, man, come on, man, give me the 3 rolls, man. Yeah, I was like that. And I want some OG Kush. I want some OG Kush, Amnesia 666, some weird ass names. You have no idea. And I was like, really enjoyed just chilling because you can only smoke. The law it says that you can only smoke inside. Oh.
Okay, one more time. Hold on, yeah. Okay. The law says?
Yeah. So the law says that you can only smoke inside a coffee shop. But then if to everybody out there, even the cops, if you don't make any ruckus, you can practically smoke it, no problem. Because for me, it's a good business. It's actually a multi-billion business though when it comes to marijuana. Instead of the government wasting so much money every year. When it comes to marijuana, to just try to, tangkap semua orang ni and then but then stuff is still going on, like it's still out there for years and kata buat kerja tapi still it's still people out there, the drugs are still like going on and on, back and forth. So instead of the government fighting to get everybody not smoking all this stuff, why not just legalize it and just legalize it, make it tax the marijuana, make it as a business, and the government will be getting more pay cuts on it, and people will smoke healthily. Is that what? Yeah, people will smoke healthily, and people will stop smoking cigarettes.
Who knows, right?
Because cigarettes and marijuana is better than cigarettes. You get it? Because it's bad to smoke cigarettes because it's filled with chemical stuff. So just go pure, natural. Natural is the best way to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
What would be the best piece of advice you ever received, man, throughout your 30 years of life?
Oh my God. Throughout my 30 years, well, I do have the best advice, which is from my mom, and the best advice is what I said just now, is to generally be nice to people. Always respect your elders. That's for sure. Nowadays, budak-budak sekarang mungkin dah lain sikit. I have no idea, but then some kids, they don't respect elders enough. So I'm 30 years old and I still do respect my elders. And yeah, just be nice to people. Always get along with good friends. You got to choose the right ones. You don't want to fuck up your life just because you hang out with the bad ones. You can hang out with the bad ones, of course, but then just take a bit of a good side on them and then just leave the bad side for them to deal with. Because back when I was in high school, I always kena bully juga dengan orang, but then I hang out with the bad people. They cannot touch me because, gangster sekolah, gang aku. Get it? But then I generally like these people. By the end of the day, these people became a real human. Ada dah siap every day pergi masjid, dah beristeri. Padahal kat sekolah dulu kaki gaduh, kaki pukul.
People change, man.
People change. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
They just, by the end of the day, they just wanted to be a better person than they were once before. And like I said, be nice to people. Be good to family and friends, and inshallah, things will play out nicely for yourself in the future.
Good one.
Yeah.
This is where I flip the script, man. This is where I give you a chance to ask me any question that you have, anything that you are curious about, or anything in general that regards you to be the person who asked the question. So go for it, bro.
Okay, so I can ask any question.
Can ask any question, yeah.
So what are you doing right now with your life instead of this?
Apart from this.
Yeah, apart from this.
coffee has always been my thing, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been a barista, right,
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
while.
yeah.
So kerja kat mana sana?
No, barista hasn't been like a full-time thing.
Yeah.
It's always been like a side gig because I really can't stop drinking coffee, and coffee is probably a bit pricey if you want to keep drinking like 5 cups of coffee
That is true.
a day. But if you're working, you sort of get a free flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, in a way, a free flow.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So coffee has always been my thing. Barista has always been my thing, and video editing, videography also is like a side gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for me to retain a full-time job though, because I don't know, I just feel a little bit caged up, getting paid a certain amount and being in the same job, doing the same thing on a routine. It's just not me.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But
Some people can work in a desktop, in a desk, and some people like rather go out there and just, you know.
yeah, but
work.
from time to time, if you're not strong enough, you meet the life partner of yours who are actually doing that, you sort of get confused. Like, am I doing the right thing in my life? You know?
Yeah.
Faham tak? Like macam, if you're not strong enough lah. But if you meet someone who's like you exactly, then that's where things would lift off from there. You know? But in a way, I would say apart from that, I also took a break from working. I was working with coffee roaster at one point, and I stopped, and then I got into acting, like theatre acting.
Really?
Yeah, like study wise.
Yeah,
I went to Aswara.
Okay.
Yeah, so I studied acting there.
For how many years?
It's just 1 year. It's just a 1 year course.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, it was good, man. From then on, I enjoyed acting as well as performing, theatre, and yeah, that's where I think we have like probably the same common point where we want to make it in the
industry.
Yeah, we're probably figuring it out, and that's what I'm figuring out right now. Making a living wise, I would say video editing, videography. Yeah.
But are you like working with other companies out there, like you're just doing this on your own?
Like video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. With source the video from people, or also sometimes freelance.
Freelancing.
Freelance can sustain a couple of months, usually. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you've been doing this for like a year.
For what? Which podcast?
For 2 years or a year.
Doing what?
The podcast.
Oh no, podcast has just been 33 weeks, man.
33 weeks.
Yeah, it's like a weekly thing. It's been 33 weeks, bro.
Crazy. So where can they go?
Yeah, it's www.hello.kopicamilo.com for the audio.
Okay.
Or you can go to Spotify to listen to your.
And I gotta type Hello Kopi Camilo.
Yeah, on Spotify.
On Spotify.
Or youtube.com/MiloFico, MILOFAEQO. So it's like visuals. In the long run, I think sponsor would be benefit, like for example coffee reviews and all that, because Hello Kopi Camilo, it's like part of the branding of coffee and Milo.
Yeah.
And then for now it's just I like having conversations with people who inspires me, man. So
thanks, man.
So that's sort of like a selfish reason to have a conversation, because I like talking as well. But sometimes in life, if people get too busy, you don't even have a chance to sit down. I mean, there's no reason for you to sit down with someone who doesn't have anything to do with anything unless this happens,
True.
So it's like one way it benefits me and also benefits the listeners out there. Because I'm to my surprise, people listen though. I don't know how people have time.
Oh man. Yeah. No, but it's great to have listeners, because you know that they appreciate your hard work.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have a look at it because I nanti I will check it out. I will check it out soon. You got everything there, right?
Just go to Spotify, man.
Yeah. Because aku tak masa kadang-kadang because aku nak check semua ni kan. Yeah, but anyway, again, so you've been working as a freelance editor, and also you done as a barista for how many years there?
Barista since 2010, bro.
2010?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So coffee has always been part of my identity. I think it will never.
I mean, don't you want to like open a cafe or something since it's part of your?
Doesn't. It's not at the moment. I would say I would love to make a name in the entertainment industry first.
Yeah.
And also probably sustain a family, and then the cafe.
Well, if you wanted to get into the industry, I highly suggest that maybe you can start. You start off with a podcast. So why not you start off, working as a content creator for yourself maybe. Some certain people out there, they started off being as a makeup reviewer or maybe, but then you gotta have a bit of your own personality, your own niche or personality into your videos. So maybe you can start off with that. Maybe probably start it off with YouTube. but you just keep on sharing it. I know this guy. His name is Adam Arif, and yeah,
I know him actually.
You know him.
He Adam Arif TV, you mean?
Yeah.
He was featured on one of the episodes already.
Really? Oh man, I got to know him because he was me and him. We were actually good friends. And the reason why, because of John Mayer, because both of us are huge fan of John Mayer, and and we hang out a couple of times. And I've been following him on Instagram, and he kept posting all this video November thing, and I think it's really nice for him to do that, because I like literally, even though sometimes I don't go into Instagram, but every single time when I do, his video will always be on my timeline, and I will have a look at it, and I just love how he talks, and I think that hopefully he will keep on doing this, like, cause so I don't know, so keluarkan content. For me personally, I think you keluarkan content every single day. You just be you, just look at your own social media platform, and then just tell yourself, like, what can I do with this? If Adam Arif can post videos every single day for November, by October good, October good, by just telling everybody, by just based on a question that people ask him, you have a lot of ideas when it comes to content. Put a camera in front of you, talk about it, edit it, make it funny or not. It depends on how you want people to take the video, and if maybe the points that you talk about is maybe true, people will like it. You know, if people not, but then if people like it and they will share it, more people will get to know you, and then you can go to maybe, and then at the time orang baru mungkin products out there, maybe, or kopi, or copy session bersama Kopi Kumilo, something like that, baru nak start, nak macam like, oh, okay, this guy is actually pretty good. That's instead of this video keluar kat mana? YouTube, right? Yeah, maybe we sponsor this for him. Put the name, copy, put numbers,
exactly,
anything lah, and then from there it just keeps getting better and better, and from there you just don't stop. You keep going to another thing, maybe acting. Maybe you can start off. You can direct and act at the same time. All you need is the idea on the whole entire story. Maybe you can start off with a short film, and you can act in your short film if you want to. Just get the right people in, write a good script, and hopefully people boleh masuk. Hopefully by the end of the day, the video orang boleh layan lah, macam tu. Because if you really want it to be, because it's not easy. People think that making videos, contents and all, it's easy. You can ask anybody out there. To maintain is one thing, but then the idea itself, as a reaction video punya ni, or maybe a travel. Aku tengok video-video travel certain people like Cupcake Aisyah apa semua ni kan, tak ada benda pun. But then people follow because she's cute. Yeah, she's cute to most guys out there. Well, to most guys out there. So that's why people follow Cupcake Aisha. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that girl personally. But then because I wanted to learn on how to do vlogging, right? So I do check up on Cupcake Aisha and Joe, and just see like why people go and see their vlogs. And I gotta say, for Cupcake Aisha, nothing much pun. But then it's her just everyday life, going through trips and stuff. But then Joe is pretty nice too. So you can start off with vlogging, maybe wherever you go, the people you meet. When it comes to your podcast, anywhere, any single places that you go to, you just do a bit of a daily vlog, get into that. Then maybe it might not blown in a couple of months or maybe weeks or maybe years. But then one day, who knows? Kalau orang nampak that you put some efforts into your work, they might take it, and then somebody gotta start somewhere after that. Yeah. So maybe you start off with that. You just keep making content. Like for my site, I used to make contents, but nowadays I'm very comfortable in being an MC and a TV host.
You have a stable income already.
InsyaAllah, Alhamdulillah lah. Tapi I'm still, of course, as a freelancer, you have to do a bit of a struggle lah juga, because if tak masuk kerja, then you're not gonna pay.
Do you think? Thanks for that, dude. Like that really helps, man.
Yeah.
Do you think like Malaysia is actually the best place to start off, or is like the States better or Australia is better? Because we always feel like the grass is always greener on the other side, right?
Yeah, go to Jakarta. Just do your
Yeah.
own thing there. I'm pretty sure
Indonesia.
because everybody here, people in Malaysia, if they when it comes to creativity, you want to work with the best. I'm sure there's a lot of people here in Malaysia that's the best, but go to Jakarta, find a job there, and I believe the orang punya sense of creativity is way better than Malaysia. That's for sure. But of course, Malaysia juga ada artis-artis, people that has a very high stake when it comes to creativity and art. But sometimes when you just look at Malaysia, then you look at Indonesia, and I'm like, man, why Indonesia baik gila tu? Like, don't punya creativity, music, everything. When it comes to hands down, when it comes to creativity, you gotta give props to the Indonesians, man.
Yeah.
And then you look at Malaysia, our artsy stuff, our creativity semua ada. Tapi it's not like boom, ada, tapi tak banyak. Kalau ada, it's like once in a blue moon. But then you look every single day, Indonesia is like really killing it.
No,
You know?
even Rich Chiga is from Indonesia. Right?
Rich Chiga from Indonesia,
Yeah.
and Nikki also from Indonesia. So all these people, you know, they're all from Indonesia. When it comes to that, like I said, when it comes to creativity and hands down lah, the whole entire artsy stuff lah, I gotta give props to the Indonesian people because I think they just gifted with all this, you know. But then,
So not necessarily the West lah.
but then they do put a bit of hard work juga. Because when I was in Jogja, I've seen kids holding guitars, naik motor, duduk tepi jalan. But then they just do their own thing. But then they love music maybe, and I guess they just learn on how to play the guitar when they were a kid, and it just brings them bila dah besar, and then boom, maybe the next Dewa, the next Chris Pate, you know, like they like that, you know, the genetics inside them, and also the, so to speak, the community and the culture that revolves around the whole entire population there in Indonesia. I gotta give props to them. They're amazing people.
Yeah.
My girlfriend was from Indonesia, so I said,
Wow.
yeah,
Congrats, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Before I go to the last question, right? How can people find you on social media, man?
Okay, you guys can check me up on my Instagram and Twitter under Derezed, DEREZEDD. And again, be warned before you follow me on Twitter, and I hope you guys enjoy my posts on my Instagram. Thank you.
Okay. All right. To the last question, bro. How do you want the rest of the world to remember Muaz as probably your career, your personal life,
Yeah.
whatever your characteristic, you yourself as a person, in your own words, how do you want them to remember you, man? Abdul Muaz.
I hope that you guys, to each and every person that I met in the past or maybe in the future, I hope that I gave a very good positive impact in your life, and you know, holds down to my friends, to my family, to everybody out there, my fans who said that I didn't even realize that I do have fans, but then some of them came up to me, want to take picture with me because they're a friend of me. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said, if I made any sort of a positive impact, that's the only thing that I want. Those videos that I made back then, my funny videos and all, it's not because I want to be popular. It's every single time when somebody say, Muaz, thank you, you made my day though, I'm happy as fuck, man. I honestly, even my girlfriend asked me, like, you're a really weird guy, you know, you wanted people to be happy and not you don't want to be happy, you want to make me happy all the time, like, are you okay, because I like to say are you okay to her, like, because sometimes when she's quiet, right? So like, when she's looking at me, she was like, you're like really nice guy, you look at people and you wanted them to be happy, but you don't care about yourself. That's who I am. I want people to look at me thinking that, you know, like, oh, this guy really does give some positive impact, even just for a little bit in my life, and he's a nice guy. That's all I want from people, and I hope that I can keep maintaining all this till I die. That's it.
That's nice, man. That's how you want people to remember you.
Yeah, though. Yeah. I don't want to make bad names.
How you make them feel.
Yeah, I just want everybody to just be happy. That's it. And if I can make that, even just for just a little bit in anything that I do in my career, and my presence into each and every one of them, then I'll take it, you know, any time of the day.
Cool, bro. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today, man.
Hey, Milo, thank you so
for
much,
the
man.
Inspiration that you have given. This will probably, I honestly say this is probably the most in-depth Hello Hello Kopi Kemilo episode ever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how to talk, bro. You have the voice for it, man.
Oh man, nanti ya, bila ni keluar ni, I actually wanted to.
In 3 weeks, bro.
In 3 weeks, why is it gonna take so long? Oh man.
Because it has piled up, like it's a weekly thing.
Oh man, okay,
Yeah.
all right. So in 3 weeks time, you gotta let me know.
Yeah.
You gotta update me on
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay, again, guys, if you're listening to this as well, please go on and support my friend here, Milo. He's a really amazing guy, and I hope, in all honesty, I hope that from this, we're just gonna venture to more, positive things in the future for you.
Yeah, dude, it would be so fun to be successful in like 2 years' time and go back to this video and listen to this and watch
True.
us where we are in
True.
2 years, man.
True.
I feel like only big things are coming for us, bro.
Bro, it's crazy, man.
Right.
Thank you so much for doing this with
Thank
me.
you, man.
Okay, I
I'll
can't.
give you a handshake, man.
Oh,
Come on.
I can't wait to.
Swag.
Swag.
One more time, bro.
Huh? Chini. 1, 2, 3. Swag.
Last time for like 5
Okay, all right. Oh.
Swag.
Okay. All right, so that's it. That's the secret handshake right there. We already made a pact, and the devil is not here. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, you can't wait for.
Sorry?
You were saying you can't.
Oh, I can't wait to actually check this out, and
cool,
also, I want to go back and listen to. Well, I'm not going back. This is my house, but like what I'm trying to say is that I want to go back and see and listen to all of your podcasts before this,
Cool,
and
man.
just see
Thank you for the
maybe
support.
because some of the people inside the podcast is actually my friends, so
Yeah, and
I'll
Natasha.
take a look at it.
Yeah.
And again, all the best in the future.
Thank you, bro.
And if there's anything at all, if you guys wanted to ask him, go follow him up on social media. And
I have a
to see
feeling
this.
that we could collaborate on like comedy stuff, man, in the future.
Yeah, most definitely.
Bro. Alright, cool.
Just give me a contact. Anyway, thank you so much.
Hello Kopi Kemilo, mas.
Hello, Kopi Camilo.
Yeah, Kopi Kemilo.
Apa?
Kopi or Milo? Hello Kopi.
Sorry, Milo.
Milo, bro.
Bro, Milo all the way, bro. Hands down, man, because I don't drink coffee.
Oh,
Oh.
thanks, man.
Oh, no
Thank
problem,
you so
buddy.
much.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Aku nak isap rokok jap. Oi. Whew, that was it's been a while since I talked like that.
Thanks, bro. Damn.
Yang lain tak indah sangat macam aku.
Tak, macam kau punya memang I have like memang gila in depth tu. I feel like if your exes watches this, dia macam boleh kenal kau.
Ya, tapi itulah diorang, they're just minding their own business.